Hi everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a fun project to share with you featuring the January card kit called The Small Things. Before we get into the project, I just want to quickly walk through the contents of this fun kit. First up is the new The Small Things 6x8" clear stamp set for sentiments, find magic in the small things, warm birthday wishes, nature reminds us to keep going, grateful for you in every season, and with thanks. And you've got trees and deer and owl and critters and even little scarves that you can put on the critters, snowflakes. So it's a very winter themed, but it can be used for a lot of different occasions like birthdays and thinking of you and grateful for you. Next we have the new snowflake or crystal snowflake 4x4" stencil. This includes 2 stencils, so it's a layering stencil set. There's also a coordinating die, the Crystal Snowflake die set. Not only does this have a coordinating die, but it has another little snowflake tag with the sentiment in it, winter's gift. So that's a 2-for-1. And then we have the Snowy Tree die set, and this has like the outline of a tree and then all these layers of trees and then also little snow caps that you can add to your tree to make it a snowy tree. I'm excited to use that one. We also have the Pixie Snowflake embossing folder, and this looks fantastic how it's cropped off the edge. It's like a large snowflake, and it'll be beautiful with some of the metallic cardstock included in the kit. You're also going to get 12 double-sided sheets of La La Land Crafts Winter Forest 6x6" pattern paper. These are beautiful. So they have like full size and then they have like half size scenes. There's also some that have quarter size, like scenes that are cut into 4 different corners. I love the color scheme. Some of these are green, chartreusey. You've got like the sun peeking through. See how those are four scenes in one? You could cut those, great for tags or just little scenes on your card. So there's a mixture, a variety of scenes and sizes, and they're double-sided. It's actually going to be hard to choose which one to use. I love these last ones. They're kind of like that sepia tone, you know, the warm browns and grays. Okay, next is 1 container of Simon Says Stamp Cool Tones Positively Dazzling Gems. I love a good dazzling gem. So this is a mixture, like a multi. You get the blues, the aquas, the greens. They're all cool tones, all different sizes. There's also 1 jar of Tim Holtz Ranger Mini Twinkle Texture Paste. Okay, this is new to me. I had to open it to see. I can't really see any twinkles, but now I'm curious about this. It's the Tim Holtz Ranger Mini Twinkle Texture Paste. I bet that's going to look really cool for snow. There's also a 1/4 sheet of Simon Says Stamp holographic lava cardstock. This one here is hard to use because it's just so darn pretty. It's holographic. And then 1 sheet of Tim Holtz Ideology Silver Craft metallic cardstock. This is the one that I would want to put in that Pixie Snowflake embossing folder. There's also 3 sheets of Simon Says Stamp. 1 is soft navy heavyweight cardstock, 1 is sage, and then there's also, it's Nina Solar White heavyweight cardstock. We're going to get into the project. I fell in love with the snowy tree, and you want to know why? Because of all those layers. They're actually individual little die cuts that you can layer, and I was thinking, what if I did a colorful tree, not just a green tree? I mean, you can do a green tree, but what if you want to make a colorful tree? I'm not going to use the snow caps. I have a panel here of white cardstock. I cut it to 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches tall. I'm going to die cut the outline right into it. So I'm going to make like a tree window opening. I'm thinking, shake it up. We're going to make a snowy tree. It's actually not snowy. It's a colorful tree shaker card. So we're going to use both of these, the positive and the negative. And now for all the little layers of trees, I have some slivers here of solid color cardstock. This bottom one is the soft navy that was in the card kit. And then these I just pulled out of my solid colored cardstock scrap drawer That's what you call it. It's a long name. But I know that some of these are Simon Says Stamp, like the sage is in there, the navy is in there, could be peacock, and some of them might be Concord Ninth. So it's a mixture of Simon Says Stamp and Concord Ninth. Doesn't matter. Use the cardstock here. Do you have a scrap drawer or scrap bin? Here's the question. Does it ever go down, or does it continually get more and more? Mine just continually gets more and more. And I'll tell you, I try to use them. I do use them. But it's just one of those things. So here I'm getting the lay of the land. This is not like a slap you in the face rainbow tree, but it's kind of a dusty version. I feel like it's I don't know. I was feeling this in the thick of winter. We are buried here in Minnesota, and I was feeling this kind of toned down, dustier version of a rainbow tree. So I like using these sage, navy, peacock colors, if you will. And you just piece it. I think there's eight little layers to the tree, and then they're going to fit on that backer. And I'm going to use the Positively Perfect Craft Glue Mini. Here's my question. When your glue starts to get down to the bottom, like you're not out yet, but you're getting almost to where you're out, I started flipping it over so that the glue would rest down at the nozzle. But then I noticed when I tried to use it, it was bursting out, like the pressure, I guess. I'm not sure, but it was too much glue coming out when I leave it upside down. Can't handle it. But then if you turn it right side up, you got to really like work it to get that glue to come down. So is there a secret to using your glue bottles when you're not quite out, but you're getting there? Maybe you just lay it on its side. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try laying it on the side. But I got to tell you, I love this little craft glue mini. Gone through 2 bottles now. And I'm using the Place and Score embellishment wand to help me pick up the little pieces and pop them into place. That one sometimes it drops. I think sometimes my little wax tip gets dusty or it's not sticky enough. Anywho, these are first world crafting problems. Now, I took a sheet of acetate, trimmed it down to fit behind this panel, and I'm going to use the craft glue and glue it on. A lot of times I like to use the, what's that called? The Terrific tape, like the Score tape. But this time I had the glue handy, so that I set that down and I put the acrylic block on it and let it dry. Then while that was drying, I created a buttercream card base. Before I pop this up, I'm going to stamp a sentiment, and this is going to be using the Small Things stamp set. I'm going to make a warm birthday wishes card. It just fit perfectly in that spot. And I feel like this type of card you could really use any sentiment that you have. Maybe you don't want birthday, maybe you want thinking of you. You could even make this a Christmas card if you wish. Now here's my little trickaroo. I put Post-it tape on the back of this tree so it's sticky up front. I place my acetate window down so I could get this tree perfectly centered. And then I'm going to flip this over and put a little of adhesive on my tree, making sure not to get the glue on the Post-it tape. I just want it on the tree. Now this is how I'm going to center, because I was thinking, how am I going to get this tree centered on this buttercream card base so that when I pop it up, it's centered behind the window. So this is my little redneck DIY version. I don't know, maybe there's a better way, but this worked. You just have to be careful not to shimmy it while you're pulling out the Post-it tape. Okay, so I know that's in the right spot. Now I'm using this, I think this is Simon Says Stamp. These are the double-sided adhesive foam strips. And you never ever want to run out of these, because when the itch to make a shaker strikes, these make it a delight and an ease. So I'm just making sure that all the corners, there's no like openings, so that your shaker filler doesn't start spilling out. Have you ever done that? I've done it more times than I care to admit. Make a shaker and then the filler starts oozing out one of the corners. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Okay, for the sequins, I did is it Starshine also by Simon Says Stamp. I just like a nice clear, just a nice clear. I don't want to introduce any more color. I never really know. Does anybody ever really know how much shaker filler to add? It's a very personal decision. You never want to be stingy, but you certainly don't want to overfill. And you always think you're adding more than you need. And then you start to shake it and you're like, I probably could have added more. I don't know where they all went. They run to the corners. They run to the corners and stick there. And then you got to really work it in. You got to work it in to try to get those sequins to come back out. Okay, so there you have it. A colorful shaker tree for a warm birthday wishes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.